Ariana and Tom Sandoval. Dun, 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 dun. So he is alleging that she owes him $90K. But before we get into that, what are you guys thinking about Vanderpump season? Are we on season 11 right now? 10 or 11, whatever season we're on. What are you guys thinking about it? I checked out. I stopped watching because it's too much of the same thing over and over and over again. Oh my God, Ariana's mad. Oh my God, is Tom Sandoval okay? Oh my God, Ariana's mad. Oh my God, is Tom Sandoval okay? Like, I'm done. I'm tired of it. And like, I am not invested in any of them. And shout out to Dana. What is her name? It's like Talk with Dana or like Daily or Donna. I think her name is Daily Donna. If I'm mispronouncing her name, I apologize, but she's another content creator. Shout out to her because I was listening to, I like caught a snippet and I was like, yes, this is what I'm saying. And she was like, this might be it for Vanderpump Rules because like none of the characters are likable and we don't care about them. And I agree. And I said this before when I did Vanderpump Rules, the season premiere. I don't care about any of these people, not in a negative, mean way, but like, I don't care. Like Sheena Shea buys $2.5 million home, but yet her husband relinquishes all ownership. Why? Because is he about to file for bankruptcy and he doesn't want the court to be able to come after the house? Are they preparing for divorce? Is that why? She's like, you can't have your name on this property because when we divorce, it's mine and not yours. But at the end of the day, like, I don't care. Do you know what I mean? Lala, I actually really like Lala, but like, I don't care. I think that she's actually right in a lot of the ways about Ariana, not in all of it, but she just comes across this season as very bitter. I don't think she's jealous. People are like, she's jealous of Ariana. No, she's not jealous of her. But I do think that she's very bitter about things that have happened in her own life, but I don't think she's jealous. To me, Ariana is insufferable. I really don't care what's going on with her. Absolutely insufferable. James, it's just, he's, just bopping around. Like, I don't really personally need to see that. I think James I would think James should do like TikTok and music and call it a freaking day. Like, that's where I think he's going to shine. Like, he needs to do TikTok lives and DJ and do his little DJing and his little quips here and there because he is funny, but that's it. Like, I don't see where the show can go with this cast. Like, and Katie, I actually really like Katie, but again, I don't care. Who else is there? Tom Schwartz, he can just go all the way out with the trash too. Like, I don't care. Like, I just don't care. But let me know what you guys think, and are you guys watching? With that, let's dive into what's going on with Tom and Ariana. So this is according to Radar Online. It says Vanderpump Rules star Tom Sandoval is in a legal battle with his ex and reality TV co-star Ariana Madix as she looks to sell their shared home in Los Angeles. Tom claims to have lent Ariana a substantial amount of money, $90,000, which she has not repaid, leading to a dispute over the sale of the property they once called home, RadarOnline.com has learned. According to legal documents obtained by TMZ, Tom alleges that he provided a loan to Ariana and is now demanding repayment before any sale of the house takes place. He insists there is a lien on the property directly associated with the alleged loan, creating a hold on any sale until the financial matter is resolved. Ariana is currently suing Tom, asking a judge to order him to sell the 5-bedroom, 5.5 bathroom, 4,443 square foot house and divide the proceeds after their nasty breakup where Tom cheated on her with another Vanderpump Rules co-star, Rachel. Ariana asked the court not to allow for a division in kind, which means one of them would be allowed to keep ownership while the other would sell their ownership to a third party. She requested they both be ordered to sell their interest in the pad at the same time. The ex-boyfriend has fought back against the suit and is reportedly digging his heel in even further, claiming she needs to settle up with him over this loan before selling the house. Oh, this is getting nasty. The former couple reportedly bought the place back in 2019 for around $2 million. And with the real estate price hikes in Los Angeles since then, it would be likely to sell for far more now. As RadarOnline.com previously reported, Tom offered to keep the house for himself, offering to buy out Ariana for $3.1 million. Look, it goes on a little bit, and I'll keep going. But listen, none of this math is mathing to me. I'm so confused. So if Tom is saying we bought the house for $2 million, due to inflation, it's now worth I'm guessing 3.1. I'm gonna buy you out of the entire house for 3.1 million, but you have to pay me 90K back. Like, none of this is making any sense. If Tom Sandoval had $3.1 million to give to Ariana to make her buy out the house, that doesn't make any sense, because that's even more than, that would be the price of the entire house if we're alleging that due to inflation, it went from 2 million to 3 million. Wouldn't half of that just be 1.5 million? Buy out her part? In the liens, didn't she have a tax lien in her name against the house? And then also with it comes to the house equity, wasn't he the one who took all the equity out of the house to fund Shorts and Sandy's and his little musical career, his restaurant and music? So my question is, the math just isn't mapping by any means. My question would be this. How much is the actual house worth today? That would be one number I'd want to know. And then my second number I would want to know is, what is the house actually worth to them if they were to sell it? Because it seems like there's a lot of equity that's been taken out. There's been liens. It seems like the house, even though the quote market value would be higher, but what they would actually net out would be low. Tom told Nick Viall on his podcast that Ariana hasn't paid a single bill for the home in 8 months. She hasn't paid the mortgage. She hasn't lived there in 2 or 3 months, he claimed. All her stuff's in the master bedroom. She comes and goes. Tom said that he feels the offer is more than fair, considering it is $1 million over what they paid for the home when they bought it 5 years ago. But don't you think Ariana is entitled to be petty? Viall questioned. And Tom said, yeah, and she's doing a good job of it. This is also my question that doesn't make any damn sense, because I'm on one right now. How is it that you still have a mortgage, but you have $3.1 million to give her to buy her out? If you had $3.1 million, why do you still have a mortgage on a home that when you bought it was only worth $2 million? Again, nothing is making sense. Nothing is making sense. Like, I get that and that's my question about, like, how much is the house actually worth to them? Because after everything is said and done, whatever tax liens they have, that has to be paid off. Whatever liens and equity they took out of the house, that'll have to be paid off. And then when it comes down to it, since he wants to keep it, he would have to pay her whatever her chunk is for her to, I don't know. To me, it just sounds like they have done a lot of weird, shady, not smart stuff with their money. Weird, shady, not smart stuff with their home and the equity in their home. It seems, and this should be a cautionary tale. If you're going to buy property, whether it's with your significant other, whether it's with your husband or your wife, whether it's with a business partner, figure out everything up front when you are both on good terms and get everything in writing and have an ironclad contract. If there is a dissolution in the relationship, whether it's a business relationship, a friendship, situationship, marriage, this is exactly how we are going to divvy up the situation. This is who gets to stay. This is who gets to go. Now, this is the thing. Ariana is not my cup of tea. She's not. She's not. But I stand with her with not leaving the home. I stand with her with wanting to get what is hers rightfully, monetarily out of the house to an extent. To an extent. Because there comes a time where you need to prioritize your peace over your petty. So I do stand with her. If it actually, and again, I'm not a financial lawyer, so I'm not sure, you know. So to me, yes, if staying in the house and fighting it means that at the end of the day, if it goes right, then yes, she's going to get what she is legally entitled to, whatever the money is, whatever the equity is, whatever the house is, and she's standing her ground because she's not about to be duped out of something, then yeah, I stand with that. Toes down 100%, because there comes a point where you're like, sure, I was down with this fake relationship for the show, but at the end of the day, this is my life and this is my money, and you ain't about to play me. So on that aspect, I stand with her. But if there is a way to get out of this situation where you're going to get what is due, but you might have to compromise on something, I would personally pick my peace over the petty. But that's only if I'm not completely screwing myself over in order to do so. But that's just me, though. Some people would just peace out. Some people would just take the L and be like, whatever, I would rather just take the L, whatever the case is. Now, when it comes to Tom, same exact thing when it comes to Tom, you know, if he's probably feeling like you were down with the okie doke. You knew our relationship wasn't real. You knew we were just doing it for cameras and show. Yes, I cheated on you and I shouldn't have, but you were down for it and you were with it. I don't want to lose out on this either. Like, I get it. To me, it's like they're using the house to fight over the way people who have children fight over the children just to get back at the other person. So I give the same response to Tom. Tom, you are talking about your mental health. You're talking about how you're not in a good place. Well, could you take the L? Because at the same time, like, why is it that it's Ariana being petty? It's her house too. Tom, you're also being petty because you too could bow out. You too could figure out a way to compromise. You too could leave. So for me, it just comes a point where where is the line where you're sacrificing your peace to be petty? And that goes for Tom too, because he could easily say, oh, Ariana, these are your conditions. Okay, well, let's figure out a way I'm going to get my money out of it. I'm going to get this and that, but you're going to get what you want too. Let's find a way to compromise. Because what it seems to me is that they're both being petty as hell. They both are using the house to hurt and manipulate each other. It's both of them. Because at the end of the day, just like that's why I rock more with Lala on this. Not when she's like, oh, Ariana should leave the house. It's like, Lala's hush up, girl. Not when it comes to that. But to be honest with you, they're not married and they don't have children. So both of them at this point are really being petty because they both want to win. Because again, I'm not a doctor, I don't diagnose, but they both have very narcissistic, self-absorbed tendencies. They show these narcissistic tendencies in different ways. It manifests in different ways. Same way Tom Schwartz is a narcissist, but his narcissism shows up in a very different way, in my opinion. I'm not a doctor, I'm not diagnosing. They both want to win. But it comes a point in time where it's you winning is actually you losing. And it's not even that they want to win, it's that they don't want the other person to feel like they won. That's really more what it is. So I think for both of them, because the whole she's suing and he's suing and these tax liens and this loan and this mortgage and this, that, and a third, it seems like a hot mess. I would call up Sutton and be like, yo, girl, can I borrow one of your forensic accountants? Can they help me with this? I think that they need to just have somebody step in, go through all of their financial stuff, clean it up, and figure out the best way for both of them to get the most that they can and then let it go. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, 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 crazy. And I think that they're both petty, in my personal opinion. In my personal opinion, I think they both are. So I want to know what you guys think. Put it down below. Should he leave? Should she leave? Should they both leave? Sell the house, divide it up, and move on? What do you guys think? Put it down below. So before you do that, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. Dun, dun, dun.